question. I recognize the member for Eglinton Lawrence.
Thank you, Speaker. Thank you, Speaker. My question is for the Associate Minister of Women's Social and Economic Opportunity. Speaker, intimate partner violence has a devastating impact on women, children and families in every part of our province. Through the Standing Committee on Justice Policy, this House moved to undertake an in-depth study on intimate partner violence 2 years ago, and to hear directly from survivors, frontline organizations and experts about what more needs to be done. Speaker, the member from Kitchener South Hespeler has shown tremendous leadership throughout this work. She has been a tireless advocate for this issue, playing a key role in the committee's work, listening to survivors, championing their voices, and helping to shape the committee's report. Speaker, can the Associate Minister share how the work of this committee, including the leadership of the member from Kitchener South Hespeler, is helping to continue our government's efforts to address intimate partner violence?
I recognize the Associate Minister of Women's Social and Economic Opportunities.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to the member of Eglinton Lawrence for that question. Madam Speaker, I also want to take a moment to recognize the member from Kitchener South Hespeler for the incredible work she has done in preparing a report on intimate partner violence. Madam Speaker, her compassion and diligence she has brought to this study has been incredible. Through the Standing Committee on Justice Policy, members heard from survivors, from families, Indigenous partners, service providers, police, and community organizations from across Ontario who shared their stories and the recommendations. Their testimony makes it clear that intimate partner violence is a serious and persistent problem. And as Associate Minister of Women's Social and Economic Opportunities, my focus is on making sure women have safety, stability, and economic independence they need to build a better future for themselves and their families. And the committee's work and the report that the NDP shamefully called slop will help inform and strengthen our government's initiative.
Back to the member for Eglinton Lawrence.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you to the Associate Minister for her response. Speaker, this report on intimate partner violence is the result of extensive work by this House. Over 2 years and many months, the committee has heard from survivors, frontline workers, and experts. They have held long days of hearings, listened to more than 150 witnesses, and reviewed a substantial record of written submissions. The member from Kitchener South Hespeler did the hard work of pulling that evidence together into a draft report so that the committee could review and finalize its work. Instead of staying at the table to work through the report, I saw that the opposition members chose to walk out of the process. That decision spoke louder than 1,000 words about how seriously they take this issue. Speaker, can the Associate Minister tell the House how our government is focused on turning this work into action for women and survivors?
Back to the Associate Minister.
You know, intimate partner violence is not an issue for slogan or quick clips. It's a devastating reality for women and families in every part of our province and country. That is why the committee worked through long hearings, heard from survivors and frontline organizations, gave their time and shared their stories, and why the member from Kitchener South Hespeler devoted so much of her effort preparing a draft report that reflects that record. And when some members chose to walk out of reporting instead of staying and doing the detailed work to edit and finalize the report, that act of walking out spoke for itself. Our government members stayed. We stayed because survivors stayed and shared their stories, and we will never walk out on them. Speaker, I did not come here to play political games. I'm here to stand with women across the province and help survivors build a safer province for them and their families. And we will use this work that committee has done and the report to drive the action and add to the $1.4 billion